induct our incoming president. Then our incoming president will induct our 2 new other incoming officers. And I will tell you that mostly I like to do my speeches and presentations without notes, but I was concerned that my emotions might get the best of me tonight, so I actually wrote something out. Short, sweet, in favor of my teams that are in the winning position tonight. So I am super grateful for all of your support, everyone who's come to events over the years, been sponsors, like super grateful. And over these years, a lot of people have asked me, like, why do you do this? Why do you give all this time? And sanity, yeah, no. The reason I do it is in the most succinct way. Does anybody remember the name of Michael Jordan's first book? For the Love of the Game. So that's really the core of why I took any of this on at any point, is because really it is for the love of the game. So in 2012, I started getting involved with the NKBA, and I was doing it to do chapter presentations across the country and to speak at KBIS. And then I was doing closets at the time. In 2018, I went from being in the closet to being a stoner, which I can say now because no one so that's how I get people to remember me. But so I work for a fabrication shop, and we do amazing things. But in 2018, when I came to be on the board, the quasi-human that I was working for at the time said, "Denise," and he waved he pulled me out of a breakout session at Design Chicago and wagged his finger at me and said, "This NKBA stuff, you are not allowed to spend even 5 minutes of company time doing NKBA stuff." So we see how well that went. And so I wanted to also thank, now I work for someone who's been very supportive of me taking all the time and energy to do this, but who I also think has a very long to-do list for me starting probably tomorrow. So I use the Michael Jordan analogy, and I really don't like when people use sports analogies, but I'm going to use one more, which is that, and this is about the team, not my team. I'm happy about this. However this plays out in the media, my team, the Indiana Hoosiers, are ranked #1 in the country. Woo-hoo! So the other team now in Indiana, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, we won't talk about where they're at, but what I want to bring to your awareness and thoughtfulness in how it relates to how you show up every day and what you do every day is that Marcus and I are on a first name basis now. Marcus Freeman is the head football coach of Notre Dame, if you don't know that. So he's on the Today Show last week. And he's talking to Al Roker and Chanel and Dylan. And they do this whole thing. And then Al says, "Marcus, you're such a motivator. Like, give us one of your motivational speeches. It's Wednesday. We have to get over hump day." And Marcus was like, "Well, okay." So then his response is really what got me. So he said, "If you have days where you need a reminder of the opportunities that you have in front of you, I don't want to talk to the person you are today. I want to talk to the person who just got into the profession. Like, remember who you were then, what you wanted to do, what you thought was possible before your dreams were crushed, all those things." He didn't say that. So then he continued on and he said, "Now, when you're in that space in the beginning of your career, I'm going to tell you that you will have the opportunity to host the Today Show on a Wednesday morning. And I want you to take that in. Like, if you were at the beginning of your career and somebody said you're going to host the Today, I mean, you might throw up at this point, but that's an incredible opportunity." But then what he said that really made the most difference was that you have to also think about the responsibility you have to the people on your team. So when you're thinking about the opportunities and how you support each other, that's really the key. And I think we miss that almost every day as organizations. I think we kind of lose sight of it, skipped over it, but it's so important. So when you're thinking about that and who you work with, whether those teammates are internal or they're vendors or they're people like me who are like, hey, can I show you my stuff? Then like, be nice and let us in. So cheers to all of you for showing up, talking about what you wanted, helping us grow this organization as a team. And on one final thing, I could do a little sarcasm from the other coach that many of you may hate, but that I think is awesome, Bob Knight, who said, when my time on earth is gone and my activities have passed, I want they bury me upside down so my critics can kiss my ass. So with that, go forth, prosper. We're very excited about the people coming in to take over and do great new things with the organization. So I hope that all of you will join in on that. And if you really want to get like the juice out of life, doing something like this is where it comes from. Like this has been more rewarding than anything in my career. So we love you, Denise. Thank you. And now I'm gonna bring up our outgoing communications chair, Stephen Swick.